guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how to make this cute candle holder. First we're going to need a hot glue gun, regular scissors, natural Raffia, vanilla potpourri, a bouquet of maple, some red kidney beans, candle, and you also are going to need a vase. And then here at the end I did add how much everything was and how much I spent, so it's a really good thing to have. So first we're going to start by cutting and separating all of the maple leaves from the bouquet. You can cut them or just kind of tug on them. I decided to cut them because I felt like it was a little bit easier. They weren't too easy to pull apart. So here I'm just kind of repeating the process, just taking out the leaves I needed and wanted. I ended up taking out too many leaves, but that's okay. It's better to have more than to have too less. So here I'm just kind of placing them and see how I want everything. So when I finally know how I want it, I just hot glue everything down. The leaves and the vase really worked well together with the hot glue gun. I thought that the hot glue was going to burn the leaves, but they did not. So I thought that it was absolutely perfect. So you just kind of want to hot glue down all the edges of the leaf just so it's really nice and flat. Or if not, you can just leave some of them kind of flappy. So what I did was for the front of the vase, I did two big yellow leaves and I kind of pointed them out diagonally just to give them a little bit more of a cute feel. And then you're going to see that when I do the back, I'm going to choose two red leaves, like here. And then also I am doing those diagonally as well. And then also, just to give it a little bit of kind of dimension type thing, I'm gonna put mini leaves in the middle of each of the big leaves. You'll see what I'm talking about. But I just felt like it gave it a little bit extra decoration and it just made them look more prettier. So you see here how I'm just kind of hot gluing all the little leaves on top of the big leaves in the middle. Alright, so this is how it looks with all the leaves down. Now, just to give it a little bit more of a rustic and kind of like a southern look to it, I am tying around the base some Raffia, I think that's how you pronounce it. But I'm just kind of wrapping it around and just making a cute little bow. I absolutely love this part. It just gave it more of a southern look, which I love. I love the whole southern look, and especially in your home. And this just made it look so pretty. I absolutely loved how this came out. And then I forgot to show me filling it up with the red kidney beans, but I just put those on the bottom. And then on top, I put the vanilla potpourri. And after that, you just kind of have to play around with it and the candle just to see how, just to make it sure it fits in there correctly. I had to play around with it, add a little bit more and take a little bit out. I liked more to be felt more sunk in than kind of just popped on top. So that's how you see me here, kind of fixing everything and just kind of moving everything along. So just be patient, you'll get it how you like it. And it'll be worth it. Okay, so here is how the finished product looks. So for my second DIY, this is a fall flower arrangement. And for this, we're going to need a hot glue gun, a wire cutting pliers, regular scissors, Raffia, foam block, and Spanish moss, and a round tin. And then also cute little Scarecrow pics and any flower of your choice. I chose a bunch of flowers because I couldn't resist. So here is for what I needed for two arrangements and the cost of everything and the total. So we're going to place the foam blocks inside the tins, and then we're going to place the Spanish moss on top to cover up the foam blocks so they're not all showing and looking ugly. Okay, so this does get a little messy, so make sure you're putting newspaper or you're doing it outside. I used the same Dollar Tree trash bags, and it was a huge mistake. So make sure you use newspaper or you do them outside because it does get very, very messy. So what I'm doing here is just cutting all the flowers apart, and then I am going to do my Scarecrow first. So I just centered that so that my flowers can go around them. I wanted the Scarecrow to be the main focus, so that's why I did that first. So here I am placing all the flowers in the way I want it. I am very OCD, so each 10 has the same amount of flowers in it. So the foam block was a little bit hard to work with, so you just kind of have to wing it and play around with it a little bit. Just be patient and they will turn out perfect. I am not a patient person, so I was getting a little bit frustrated. So I didn't choose the colors for the vases in any particular way, but I just thought that it were the most southern looking and the most fall looking. So that's why I chose the colors I did. You are free to choose any colors that you want. They will look perfect either way. So here I'm just finishing up by putting the rest of the flowers in. No specific order, just kind of placing them in, just making sure that each 10 looks the exact same because I am very OCD. Oops. Comment down below what is your OCD, and if you are, what just kind of freaks your mind if nothing is the right way. Okay, so after almost finishing up with all of these flowers, here is finally how everything looks like with it in place. I think they look so cute. Now, since that was enough, I decided to put the Raffia around the 10. This was a little tricky because it kept sliding off, so what we're going to have to end up doing is hot gluing the Raffia down. So you'll see me here struggling with it and doing it and redoing it. So yeah, the struggle is real. Hashtag struggle is real. But yeah, like I said, just make sure you hot glue down the Raffia and you will be good to go. Just play around with it a little bit. Just make sure it's in the correct spot that you want it, because then it'll be there for like ever since you're hot gluing it down. And don't worry if you think it's going to burn. It does not. It's completely safe, and it doesn't burn or ruin your arrangement. Alright, so this is how it ended up looking. So for my final DIY, this is my little cute candle holder. You're going to need, again, Raffia, a mirrored square, 3 candles, and maple. And then for one candle holder, this is what it was and how much everything was and the total. So you're going to first end up having to cut apart all of the paper around the candles. You're gonna have to repeat the process for all 3 candles, and then you're gonna kind of place the leaves of the maple around the candle, and then just get around with the Raffia. This was the easiest way I found to do it. Hot gluing it down did not work. It just burned the candle. So this is what I thought was easier. The only thing you are going to hot glue is the Raffia down to the leaves. This doesn't burn or anything as well, so it's completely safe and it won't burn your candle. Okay, and then I'll just end up repeating the same exact process to the rest of the candles. This was super cute and super fun and easy. I think out of all the 3 DIYs, this is the easiest one to make because you basically just have to tie down and that's it. Nothing tricky about it. I thought this was very unique and I haven't seen anything around like it, so this is very fun and very fallish. And I just put this in the end table by the door. And it was just so pretty. Everyone always looks at it every time they walk in. So since I did not want the candles to fall, I ended up hot gluing the candles down to the mirrored square. And since there is paper at the bottom of the candles, it was easy and it didn't burn the candle. So after all of them are placed, you are good to go. And also I did end up putting these little berry bead looking things at the middle, like, well, not the middle, but at the end where that empty space was, and this just gave it that extra touch to it. It was perfect, favorite part of it, and it was so easy to make. Alright, so here is your finished product. Alright guys, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you next time. Bye!